Good morning, this is Dr. Sal. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on this week. I have had a few questions about some of the work, some of the assignment, what's due, what's not due. So I just wanted to go over some of the basic stuff so you can kind of have an idea of what we're going to be working on. So first, we start with the modules. So if we look at the modules, we come here, and this is where we're working, Module 1. Now, I'm going to start with an overview. It kind of gives us where we're going to be looking, everything we're working on, and some due dates. All right? Make sure you do your introduction question. This gives us some good information about you. The next area I want to look at resources. Some of our resources are right here, nice and simple. So let's take a look. We have our textbook, which you can also go get. I'll show you another way, how to install the tool pack, the MindTap introduction, and the web pages if we want to install that. Now, the one thing that I did learn today is that all these spreadsheets, if you download them, they have everything built in. So we're going to start with the discussion form. You're just going to click on this. Now, you're going to read the link, you're going to watch the video to get started. And what we want to do, you're going to read this case. We're going to look at it. Let's open it up. We're going to open up Excel. Let's see where it opens. And it's opening. Just give it a second. If I drag this over. So here's our data. And all we want to do is kind of look at this and figure out what this actually means. So as I said, it comes with the Excel minor analysis tool pack. It's built into it, so it makes it easier. And this is just a little interactive than the analysis tool pack, and I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to actually close this. You can use either or, but I'm going to start with what we're requesting. So here's our data. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to my data file. I'm going to go to data analysis. And we're going to do descriptive statistics. So where's my input range? My input range is going to start right here and come over to here. So I can highlight this, highlight all my data. So that's my input range. We have labels, so we want to check that off. We want it grouped by columns. My output range, where do I want to dump this? Well, the book wants you to put it in M2. So I'm just going to type in M2, and we're going to do summary statistics. And it's going to look something like, and we hit OK. So here's our summary. If you look at it, we have our full-time enrollment. Here's our mean, standard deviation, mode, and we're going to get into this. So I want to open this up a little. Let me go to view for a second. I want my columns. Okay, if you want that, you can put your headings on. So now what I can do is open this up a little bit so I can see what's going on. Here's my standard deviation, range, min, max. And this kind of just gives you a basic outline for everything that we have. So I'm just going to, if I double click this, it opens it up a little bit wider, make it a little easier to read. So what does this tell us? So this is all we want to know. Real simple. We don't want this to be overly complicated. Open this up for me. All right, so the mean for a full-time enrollment is 165. So what does that mean? That's just the number of people that we have enrolled full-time. Students per faculty, so in this case it's 8.8. Your local tuition is $12,000 with a high and low that you have here. You can see the min and max. Foreign tuition, average age of our student is 28. And foreign student. So this just gives you an idea. So this is what you're going to discuss in the discussion question. All right? That is pretty much it. Then you're just going to talk about that. So if you look at the discussion question, let's come back to module. I think I was on it. Here's our discussion question. And as you can see, you can come down. You're going to do the insulate, Asian schools, and that's all you're going to be doing. Then you're just going to tell me what you found. All right? So that's the discussion question. let's go back to look at the module. Now we're going to look at the assignment, which is worth 15 points. So here's our assignment. You can watch the video. You're going to look at MindTap. You're going to look at all this stuff. This is what we're trying to get you to look at, so you can read through all this. Again, if you download the sheets from Excel, it has everything built in. So let's look at, we're going to use MindTap. So I'm going to click on MindTap here, and it's going to open. And let's jump into this. And just give it a second to open. So it's probably going to come, it's going to probably look like this when you open it. We're on week 1, so you can click over here where you get our activities. Chapters 1 and 2 are for review only. So you can look at these, you can open them up. If we look at chapter 1, here's your book. So it's all online, which makes it really nice. So you can read that, you can go through this, so just so you have a better understanding of the different things. But what we want to look at is chapter 3. So again, you have your book. You're going to read what it says, read the chapter so you have an idea of what it looks like. You have the different locations and how we're going to look at all this. So let's take a look at the first one. Here's an activity. Let's take a look and see what it says. All right, so here's an activity for us to do. So if you don't know what you're doing, we can click on our online video. Come on, there it is.
This video demonstrates the computation of descriptive statistics and common measures of location using Excel functions. Sample data in cells A2 to A21 represent the cost of tax return preparation by services such as H&R Block. In cell D3, we will use the average function to compute the mean. Type equal average, double-click to select the average function, and select the range A2 to A21 by holding the left mouse button down and dragging. Press Enter to complete the function. In cell D4, we'll use the median function to compute the median. Type
so you see the video is very detailed, tells you exactly what you want to do. And you're just going to follow along.
The function,
close that for a second.
and again select the...
So here's our spreadsheet I opened up, right? Oh, that wrong one, I'm sorry. That was the other one. So let's look at our spreadsheet. We open this up. So here's our average. So we type equals. Remember, everything starts with a, we can double click, highlight your data, right? Hit enter. 161.5. So we're going to come over to here. We're going to put 161.5, and then I can check my work. It is good. So you're just going to follow along and do all that for the MindTap. All right, so that's what we're going to be working on. If I want to close this, I'm going to close that up. And let's take a look at the last project. Review assignments, explore statistics. Get it, you have the videos, you have the applets, and you have the activities to work on. All right, so that's what we're going to be working on this week. Hopefully this clears it up a little bit on what we're going to be doing. If you have any questions, you can email me. You could post them under this announcement also. So hopefully this helps a little bit. All right. We look forward to working with you. We'll get through it.